僕たちはかつて本当の人間でした。人間のどこにでもいる子供だったんです。そして僕たちは
The first location you visit in NieR Replicant's second half is the underground research lab, conveniently located underneath the mansion where Emil lives. The location of this lab is not a coincidence, however, since this lab is where dangerous experiments were performed shortly after the giant and red dragon caused white chlorination syndrome. If you do not know what I mean by that, please refer to my other video discussing the topic about the snow during the summer of the game's introduction. The underground research lab was home to various experiments done on children to combat the lasting effects of white chlorination syndrome. Children used for the experiments were orphans, two of which were Emil and his sister Halua. The two of them had no idea why the scientists had a fascination with the children in the orphanage, but Halua always did her best to protect Emil. There was no escape for them. Emil always trusted the adults because they provided him with a place to stay. Halua was very skeptical due to the various disappearances of children after being taken away from scientists, but both of them always found comfort knowing they had each other by their sides. One day, Emil was going to be taken away for an experiment, but Halua retaliated, offering herself to take his place. The scientists did not care and took Halua instead, knowing this might be the last time she sees her brother. The children, including Halua, were used for a painful remodeling experiment, replacing various parts of their bodies to create weapons. However, Halua's experiment was different. Her heart was kept intact and allowed her to later realize what was happening to her. Halua was the sixth weapon created, classified as number 6. When she gained consciousness, she realized that she was given incredible strength and the ability to break through the research lab with ease. She had gone berserk, wanting to look for Emil and protect him, calling out to him, but she had no voice for him to hear. She was eventually able to look at herself while she was in her berserk state. Her appearance was that of a large skeletal figure with a permanent wide smile and large red eyes on a circular head. When Halua was then able to find Emil, she noticed that he had also been experimented on. Classified as number 7, Emil was used as a weapon that was specifically made to counter Halua, petrifying her if she were to ever become in a berserk state. Emil still kept his young appearance. However, if you looked into his eyes, you would be petrified by his gaze. With her heart broken, seeing that the scientists had already used Emil for an experiment, she accepted her fate and allowed Emil to petrify her, later on being restrained with chains and metal nails, practically crucified deep within the underground research lab, ending all future research done in the laboratory, and leaving Emil alone and forced to wear a blindfold so he does not petrify anybody ever again. Thank you all so much for watching. Emil is my favorite character within the NieR series, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how he's depicted in NieR Replicant version 1.224 yada yada yada. I really hope that anybody else who sees this can find the pleasure of meeting Emil for the first time, since he had a slight presence in Automata. Thank you and see you soon.
こんな呪われた体で皆さんの前に。
言っただろう。何があっても俺たちがついてる。